up, guys? Back with another video. Today we got the new Professor X as the Warlord in his Shi'ar armor, looking pretty dope. I just got him in the mail today, so I thought we'd just do a quick unboxing, check him out in further detail, and see if he's worth picking up. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Alright, so checking out the packaging real quick. We got this nice Uncanny X-Men retro card style, so it's gonna look good for you mint on card collectors. But yeah, we can clearly see our figure here. We get two fist hands and an alternate head. Some nice artwork on that side. And then on the back, we just get a product shot here. And then we get a little read-up of the Warlord. But yeah, not much more to it. Looks really clean. And I do like this packaging, but let's get them popped open and check them out. And here is the Warlord out of the packaging. It looks like he was taken right out of comic 275. And overall, he does look pretty dope. Even though he is pretty basic, but his design is pretty basic in the comics too. So I think Hasbro did a pretty good job of getting him into action figure form. And side note, if you haven't checked out comic 275 of the Uncanny X-Men, it is a pretty good read. There's a lot of characters in there, and it kind of goes in depth of the Warlord here, and you get to see the whole team in action, which I do need to finish getting all the rest of the X-Men. I only have the Gambit, Psylocke, and Banshee set, but I did order the other ones, so they'll be here soon. And that's gonna make for a pretty dope display. But yeah, let's take a closer look at the Warlord here and get him off the stand. Alright, so checking out the Warlord in a little bit more detail. Starting out with this nice helmeted head. This looks pretty cool. It has some nice blue detailing throughout. I do like that. And the silver is all molded, so that's okay. It doesn't match Lilandra's that much, so I wish they would have matched it more. That would have looked cool. But overall, I think they did a pretty good job with this head sculpt. It does look pretty accurate to the comic. One thing I did notice right out of the packaging is his eyes are kind of low. If you look at, let's see, on that figure on the picture there, on the packaging, they are where they're supposed to be, but on this guy, they're just a little bit sunken in, so it doesn't look the best, but it's not bad. Once you get them posed up and stuff, you can't really tell too much, but it is something to note. But overall, it's a pretty good head sculpt. I do like that. We get this nice armor up here with there is some panel lining detail. I've never really seen that on on any Marvel Legend. That's pretty cool. There's none on the head though, not on the top of the head, but you can see these are pretty dark compared to that. So that's cool that they actually did that. But I wish they would have painted this right here, the center. I think it's a jewel. If you look at that figure on the artwork there, it does look like a jewel or something. So I wish they would have painted that a bit darker. There is that nice blue detailing throughout those weird lines there, but they look cool. On his chest, we do get some nice lining, and I think those are supposed to be kind of like have a glow effect to them. If you look at the packaging again, we do get, like, you can see that they're white, and then there's like a blue outline to them. I wish they would have done that on him as well. That would have looked really, really cool and kind of stepped him up a little bit more. But he is kind of basic. I believe this is the Spidey 2099 buck. So we do know the articulation. It is pretty much the same. Also, I do feel like his chest is a bit undersized. If you, again, referencing the packaging, his chest is pretty wide there. On here, he's kind of, it does have a little bit of a taper in, but it's pretty much the same size. He's kind of like a cylinder. So, and then, you know, he does have the butterfly joints, which kind of break it up. But even with those, I do feel like his chest is a bit too narrow. I wish he was a little bit more muscular. But overall, we do get a nice buck here, and everything looks pretty clean. We get this nice cape, and the cape is pretty cool. It's pretty soft plastic, so it's pretty malleable, and it does have some nice blue detailed shading, so that's cool. I did scratch mine out of the package, getting it out of the package, so that kind of sucks, but it might rub out after a while. But other than that, that's just pretty much everything on him. We'll check out his accessories. We just get this other head, which I'm not a huge fan of it, I gotta say. He does have that uncanny valley look where, I don't know, just something about it. He's like, that eyebrow, he's grinning. I wish he was more like angry, because this is the Warlord, so you know, he should be a little bit more menacing looking. He just looks kind of goofy here with this head sculpt. It's a good head sculpt, but like the paint detail and paint apps all look pretty good on it, but just something about it looks weird. And then other than that, we just get his fisted hands, and then you get these open splayed out hands. So in terms of accessories, just the bare minimum. And his cape does come off. The armor pieces here are connected, and it does sit really well on him, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be rocking him with his helmeted head. I'm not gonna use the other head. But let's check out the articulation real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so for his articulation here, we get the head is on the ball hinge, and so we do get a swivel. You cannot look back because it hits this armor piece. You can look down, and there is not really any tilt, just a tad bit. But yeah, I wish he could look up. If we do swap to the other head, I'm sure this one will get a little bit more. Not really. Yeah, so they're both pretty limited there. But yeah, I wish they would. I don't know. That's a weird peg. I hope it doesn't snap. It's not like the usual peg they use. I think it looks a little bit different. But as far as his arms go, they go all the way up, pretty much full 90, and they can rotate all the way around. Well, they get hindered by the cape and the armor here, but this is a pretty soft piece, so they can go pretty far up. He does have his butterfly joints, which go really far back and not too far forward. He can't touch his arms together, but they come in pretty good. Gotta finagle it a little bit, but it's not too bad. So his torso, he does go back. Well, it's just a tad bit. He goes forward a lot further. You get a waist twist. And then his arms do have a swivel and a hinge. And he does have double jointed pinless arms, so that's all good. And his legs do move out that far, And see how far forward they move. That far forward and just a tad bit back. He does get upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, go all the way up. Looks pretty good proportioning wise. We do get a boot cut, and then we get the ankle rocker, and then a swivel. And yeah, that's all good. Standard Marvel Legends articulation there. But yeah, overall, I do like this figure. He did incentivize me to pick up the rest of the team, so I gotta definitely get everybody and get them all posed up. Maybe make a short on that, but I do think he was a cop for me. Let me know if he was a cop or a drop for you guys. And if you did pick him up, let me know if you are enjoying him. He was a Walmart exclusive, so I'm pretty sure he's still available. I don't know if he sold out. I gotta double check, but I don't think he was super high in demand. But overall, I do think he is gonna look pretty cool with the rest of the team. So he was a definite cop for me. But other than that, guys, that's all from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.